gas, undercarriage, mixture, props, seatbelts. Well, we don't have undercarriage here, right? But everything else we do.
Cessna 908 Sierra, do you have the airplane in sight now?
Roger. Affirmative 908 Sierra.
Cessna 908 Sierra, contact tower 118.3.
Contacting tower 118.398 Sierra.
Okay, so remember, flip the switch. Okay. Okay, let's get that mixture full. Rich. Yep. Okay, and then we'll give the tower a call. So with him on final runway 25.
Blackford Tower, this is Cessna 529 Sierra with you. Final approach to runway 25.
Cessna 908 Sierra, Rockford Tower, runway 25, clear to land, wind 100 at 7, and let me know if you need a left turn now.
We can dim it over? Yeah, we could have him dim him and then say requesting stop and go.
Rockford Tower, 908 Sierra, would like to dim lights a little bit, and we're gonna stop and go if possible.
Cessna 908 Sierra, I understand you also want to stop and go?
Roger, affirmative 908 Sierra.
Cessna 908 Sierra, runway 25, cleared stop and go. After you stop and go, left or right traffic is approved. Do you intend to stay in the pattern?
We're gonna stay in the pattern.
Roger.
Here you go. Dim the light a little bit.
There you go. Yeah, so you can watch him go up and down. Got the VASI lights on the left-hand side there. And then you see the center line now, right?
I feel like 737.
That's right. Almost. That's right. For the runway lights, got the green threshold bar. And on the sides we've got white runway lights. And then it'll turn to amber.
And then red.
Yep. And the center line lights will be white and then alternating red and white.
I guess my calculations are pretty good because it's 2.5.
Cessna 908 Sierra, I got a question for you.
Uh-oh. That.
I need to have that.
Cessna 908 Sierra, Josh, are you on board?
That depends, RJ.
I know nothing.
We're going to plan to do 3 laps around the pattern and we'll come see you guys.
Gotcha.
Okay, so 10 degrees.
He's a trainee. He's checked out through the tower but training on radar. And the guy who was on radar is the one that I've harassed the most of anyone. In an airplane. Not there. He's a super nice guy, but I gave him a hard time when I was flying one time. I'm still catching grief for it. Alright, looking good. So the VASI lights are really important at night, right? Because we have a difficult time judging our altitude. We definitely don't want to see 2 red lights. And the other thing to remember this runway is, to use a technical term, ginormous compared to the runways we're flying on, right? But we're going to feel like we're a lot lower than we really are. Okay. So the key to mitigate that, look way out in the distance, right? Okay. We also need to make sure we check to see where we have landing lights on, right? Since it's nighttime.
Landing. Yes, we do.
Okay. Perfect.
Beacon and go.
Alright, so here we go. Now let's just land the airplane. The airplane doesn't know that it's nighttime, right? So it's not going to behave any differently. Our perception of what it's doing.
Wind 100 at 7.
Oh, looking good. So we'll just put it right on the center line. Just don't let the red VASI light, or the lights, both VASIs get red on you until we're definitely over the threshold, right? So keep flying, looking out. look way out down there towards the red bars. Let yourself settle down. There we go. Driving with your feet. Look, feels like we got a little crosswind in there, right? Alright, so let's bring her to a stop, complete stop on the runway. We'll get those flaps up. You notice, can you see the white stripes? How the centerline lights are actually offset a little bit from the white stripes? Alright, so we got our flaps up, right? After we bring it to a complete stop, up we go. The aircraft carrier